Welcome back to the Religious Reviews. My name is Terrell. Today's movie is focused on 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong. And the synopsis of the movie is, in a time when monsters walk the earth, humanity's fight for its future sets in stone as Godzilla and Kong on a collision course that will see the two most powerful forces of the world planet collide in a spectacular battle for the ages. And to be honest, I really wasn't going to review this movie for a couple of reasons. I would say the biggest reason would have to be is if I don't know that much about Godzilla and Kong. Like I know exactly like who they are. I just do not know exactly like that much about them. And I was wrong. I'm glad I reviewed this movie. I watched the movie as this movie is pretty good, as this movie has had a lot of positive reviews, and I will definitely agree with all the positive reviews that I've seen so far with this movie. So here's my review on the matter. What I first enjoyed about this movie will probably have to be Godzilla and Kong, obviously. I would say with how they were designed, how things were like set in motion, I think that those two monsters did a pretty good job with how they did. As the fight battles between the two, they were crazy. I'll just say that. They were pretty crazy. And I'm not going to say what happens, but I'll just say as if that was sometimes when they were fighting, you can definitely tell like who was winning in the fight. And I'm not going to say that much because I'm not going to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. But while they were battling, sometimes you can definitely tell who was winning. And how things looked between the two, it was pretty interesting in my opinion. What I have to say is what I liked about this movie as well would probably have to be the plot, because in this movie, I enjoyed the fact that Godzilla and Kong immediately, well, not immediately, but like already like had their first confrontation with less than like an hour of the movie, because I thought that they were going to like meet one-on-one within like an hour of the movie. Nope. They met in like a pretty fast time span, and I was pretty glad about that, because I thought had if they like built it up to that point where nothing happened between the two, I probably wouldn't have liked the movie that much. But the collision between the two happens pretty soon within the movie, and I'm glad that happened instead of just waiting. As for the human actors, I thought that the human actors acted pretty well in this movie. Although I would say that quite a few of them, they didn't belong in this movie. Like, it's not because they were written bad, but to me, I felt as if like some of them were like misplaced in the movie, and just how they were just in the movie altogether. Like, I think that all the actors were pretty good. Um, Brian Tyree Henry from Atlanta, Alfred, he was pretty cool as well. As he wasn't like crazy, but he was somewhat crazy because he was a huge conspiracy guy and everything. And Bobby Brown from Stranger Things, as well as everyone else, did a pretty good job at the acting. But I just felt as if that some of the humans in this movie were just either misplaced or they just didn't belong. With how the movie ends, to me, I wonder is that it between those two? Now, I don't think it's going to be the last time we'll ever see those two together. I feel as if that maybe one day something's going to happen again, but with how the movie ends, only time will tell. But out of this all, I would say that Godzilla vs. Kong is a pretty good movie. The movie does deserve the positive reaction that it's getting. And to me, this movie is pretty good. Now, how I would rate this movie out of like 5 stars, Godzilla versus Kong is 4 stars out of 5 for me. Like, it's a good movie. You have a lot of fights. Godzilla, Kong, trying to split their wigs open and everything. Humans, they cool as ever, but everything else is just a pretty good movie. And that is the end of my review for this movie. Please like and subscribe and comment. Please tell me on what I should review next. Did you like this movie? Please let me know down in the comment section down below. And until next time, goodbye.